So you served your country proudly, and now you're looking to set up life right here in the beautiful city of Spokane. For those of us that served, today I wanted to give a gift to you, a video resource and guide of all the various veteran benefits, programs, and information that you may want to look into that are a benefit to you as a veteran for serving your country. This is for all you veterans out there looking to get out and relocate right here to our beautiful city of Spokane. My name's Adam Clark, a fellow Marine Corps veteran and local Spokaneite. Think of this as your video resource and guide of anything and everything that you're going to need to know as a United States veteran moving over here to the city of Spokane. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that we are living in Spokane. Like I said, my name is Adam Clark, and I am an information resource and relocation expert, what life is like here in the beautiful Spokane region. I'm here to guide you through the various veteran programs, give you an idea of what the city and the surrounding naturescape is like, so that you can ultimately make a well-informed decision for your family on whether or not Spokane is going to be the right fit for you. If you like what you see today, if you wouldn't mind giving us a like, it really helps a growing channel out. And we just want you to know that we get calls, texts, emails, and messages every single day from people just like you who are looking to make the move over here to Spokane. Okay, first things first, what's it like here in Spokane? Just to give you a brief overview idea of what life is like here in Spokane, we are the second largest city in the state of Washington, located on the eastern side of Washington by the Idaho border. We're really well known for our natural beauty and landscape, our spread out suburban feel, and close-knit community. Life here in Spokane can often be thought of as the best of both worlds, one being that small town charm, and the other being in a major metropolitan area with all the resources and amenities that come with it. We're a city that has the Spokane River running right through the heart of our downtown with one of the largest natural waterfalls within the city in the United States. A river both big enough and slow enough to host many attractions and activities such as kayaking, boating, intertubing, floating the river, or just good old-fashioned swimming alike. We're a city that's absolutely surrounded by mountains, giving ample opportunities for outdoor recreation such as hiking, biking, skiing, snowshoeing, hunting, climbing, let's not forget camping, and so much more. We're a city really well known for our many outdoor activities and events, which not only happen in the surrounding region in the nature setting, but also here in the city at the local community level. A city aptly named the biggest small town you've ever been to, Spokane's really well known for its welcoming atmosphere and numerous city-hosted events such as Big Out in the Park, Bloomsday, and one of the largest 3-on-3 basketball tournaments in the world, Hoop Fest. These community-wide events really does bring a sense of pride to local Spokaneites and a welcoming atmosphere for expats looking to move here alike. Now that I've given you an idea of the city and area, I want to go ahead and dive into the first of our programs that you guys should be looking into, and I'm talking about that notorious, infamous VA, also known as Veteran Affairs. Look, we veterans know that the VA has a reputation for being a heavy bureaucratic system with a daunting level of paperwork, applications, and just things to file. Unfortunately, a lot of these programs that we apply for in the VA can take a long time to get through, but I can tell you from firsthand experience as a disabled veteran that your time and effort is absolutely worth it. Here in Spokane, we have the Spokane VA Medical Center, located in North Spokane off of Northwest Boulevard, which for eligible veterans can provide a wealth of comprehensive healthcare services. That's right, I'm talking primary care, specialized care, mental health support, and rehabilitation services. The facility is known to have state-of-the-art equipment and facilities with an absolutely dedicated staff who are truly passionate about taking care of our local veterans, and they go above and beyond to ensure that they're getting the care that they deserve. I remember when the COVID epidemic was really going down in our area, and right when the vaccines were coming out, everyone was trying to find a way to get access to them as quickly as possible. And unfortunately for myself, my category on those lists was going to make it so that I was going to be one of the last people to receive it. That is until the VA totally stepped up and informed me of, because of my veteran status, that I was eligible to go in and get taken care of almost immediately. It was literally as simple as walking in, filling out a form, standing in a line, a little pokey poke, and off I went with my vaccination card and everything. Easy peasy. Now, some of us veterans are also eligible for disability compensation. This is handled through the VA on their online portals, but as we said earlier, the process can be absolutely daunting. But listen to me closely here. You got to start early. The earlier start, that's the date that they're going to use, that when you finally get through the application process, and if you're found to have a service-connected disability, they're going to backdate you from the date you started your application. This is one of those things that really time is of the essence, and I got a little insider tip for you. These days, this process is made so much easier because they actually will assign you something called a VSO, which stands for a Veteran Services Officer, who will guide you through the process, helping you out fill forms and paperwork, set the proper appointments with the medical staff so that you can get properly tested and get the proper disability rating that you frankly deserve. I couldn't recommend a VSO enough. For me, myself, I was out of the Marine Corps for almost 10 years before I finally got around to working my way through the VA disability compensation application. Whoa, that's a tongue twister. And frankly, I would have never got it done if it wasn't for a VSO who helped guide me through the process. As a result, today I'm well taken care of and appreciate the efforts that VSO officer really did. Like I said, I owe a lot of my care today due to them. And before we get too ahead of ourselves, I want you guys to know that all this information and the links and phone numbers and resources are going to be down below. So look in the description and check out those. And if any of you have any other inside veteran tips, let's start to build a community here in Spokane, so be sure to comment those tips and resource links below. Now, another program that VA offers that you absolutely need to look into is your education and training benefits. The VA offers numerous and various education and training benefits, which of course includes our post 9/11 GI Bill / Montgomery GI Bill, depending on when you were in. Fun fact, I was actually one of those transition veterans that was a part of both programs. There's also vocational, rehabilitation, and employment programs, which can help us pursue a higher education and training for jobs outside of the military. I mean, there's even potential apprenticeships available if you know where to look. All this really does enhance our career opportunities, which can be dovetailed by certain types of job like civil service work within the city itself that will actually allow veterans to have a veteran's preference over regular applicants, giving us a slight edge on getting hired. Now, the last major program that I want to cover within the VA system are their home loan programs. That's right, we all know I specialize in real estate, and I'm talking about our VA home loan, which is essentially a special type of mortgage product backed by the VA itself, which really truly does offer some of the most competitive interest rates that you'll find, oftentimes offering an absolute zero down payment. And here's the big one that no one's really talking about, and they should. Your VA loan will actually not force you to have mortgage insurance. For those of you that don't know, mortgage insurance really is responsible for a significant portion of our mortgage payments often, and not having to pick up that mortgage insurance, also known as PMI, primary mortgage insurance, can oftentimes reduce our payment by a couple $100s to a few $100s. I don't know about you, but when we're talking debt to income ratios and getting qualified for mortgages as an absolute mathematical equation, and we need to be able to be flexible on all the terms and inputs that we can in order to take advantage of Spokane's raging hot housing market. The reality is home prices are going up, and they're going up fast. And the difference between having mortgage insurance and not having mortgage insurance can absolutely make the difference between a step-up home or your dream home. Listen, I can't recommend a VA loan enough. I myself, on my own personal home, have a VA loan, and I oftentimes make my fellow peers in the real estate industry jealous because they're just that good. All right, so if you can't tell, we started wide, and we're going to get more and more specific about the benefits that are owed to you in this specific area. Starting with the VA really wide, we're now going to bring it in a little bit for Washington state specific programs. That's right, just by being a resident of the state of Washington, there's various veteran programs available to you just for being a resident of our state. First up is the Washington State Veteran Cemetery, which is located in Medical Lake, a city near Spokane, which provides burial options for eligible veterans and their spouses alike. Look, funerals can be expensive, and this cemetery really does offer peaceful and dignified final resting places for our veterans and their spouses alike. Having recently toured the cemetery myself, I can attest to the beauty of the area, and witnessing one of their ceremonies, it was absolutely done with so much tact and respect that I really honestly couldn't imagine a better final send-off. Next up, we're going to talk about some potential property tax exemptions. Now listen, if you're one of those disabled veterans like myself, those who are eligible will be offered property tax exemptions for not only themselves, but for their surviving spouses. Now, this isn't something to overlook. These exemptions can provide significant savings on your property tax bill, which of course makes homeownership even more affordable for veterans in our area. Dovetail that with awesome programs like your VA-backed loan. You can really start to see yourself in a situation where you're truly proud to make that mortgage payment, because so much more of it is going to your mortgage, building your equity that you can then later utilize and or hand down to your family. The Washington State Veterans Affairs also offers a number of employment benefits. They directly offer guidance and support for veterans seeking employment opportunities. These include things like career counseling, literal job placement assistance, and here's the big one, connection to veteran-friendly employers. When I say the big one, I absolutely mean it. These veteran-friendly employers literally sign up to be on a list that they want to attract specifically veterans to be hired at their companies. When I was a young man getting out of the Marines, the country was in the Great Recession due to the subprime mortgage crisis, and I really found myself at the young age of 22, fresh out the Marines, having no idea what was going on in the economy at large, and, well, frankly, I found out right quick. I mean, when I got out of the Marines, there just were no jobs. I'm not necessarily proud to say this, but I was on unemployment for a very significant amount of time before I was actually mentored by someone and shown that I needed to look into this veteran-friendly employer list, who then at the time gave me my first job outside the Marine Corps. Without that first civilian job, I absolutely do not know where I would be today. It was a job that helped me reintegrate back into society, relearn a new set of social skills, and how to operate independently as a young man in society. I have zero doubt it was due to this experience that gave me the skills necessary in order to pursue real estate, which is how I got here today. Seriously, it's one of those moments that I'll forever be grateful for, and it was literally this program and access to this list that changed my life. Next up, we're bringing it in a little tighter, and we're talking about benefits to veterans at the City of Spokane level itself. First up, you guys need to look into the Spokane Veterans Forum. Spokane Veterans Forum really is a local resource that connects veterans with local services, support networks, and various other events in the Spokane area. It serves as both a platform for fellow veterans to connect with each other, give us a safe space to share experiences, and to help each other with access to information on the various resources and programs available. Because like I said, a lot of these are bureaucratic in nature, meaning that they are oftentimes very tedious and difficult to get through, and well, let's just be honest, it can be painful. With the Spokane Veteran Forum, you really do have a resource of fellow veterans who've been there before and willing to help guide and show you the way. It was this exact Veterans Forum that really taught me and instilled in me a sense that these benefits are truly something that I earned and that I should absolutely be taking advantage of. Not only that, the City of Spokane and the civil service job opportunities here do have a veteran preference, meaning that you get a slightly adjusted upward score on your applications, which can help put us further up in the line, which on the very limited civil service jobs that are often available can literally make the difference between getting employed and unfortunately still on the job hunt. Spokane also hosts one of the branches of the Veterans of Foreign Wars, also known as VFW, which is a national organization that provides support, advocacy, and camaraderie to veterans. Our local branch here often hosts various veteran-friendly events, help veterans get access to resources, and just in general offers an opportunity to connect to one another. This is one of those things for those of us that are recently moving to the city itself. might find to be of benefit because it can really kickstart your social life here in Spokane. We also have the American Legion, which of course is another veterans organization where veterans can engage in activities that promote camaraderie and truly do serve the community at large. The last organization I really want you guys to be familiar of is the Disabled American Veterans, DAV, which is a chapter right here in Spokane, which goes back to assisting veterans with their disability claims. Again, if you have a service-connected disability, I highly suggest you not only look into some VSO officers, but our local Disabled American Veterans organization for help. And I'm talking not just filling out the applications themselves. The DAV also helps with things like transportation, navigating the incredibly complex VA system, helping guiding them to which benefits they truly deserve, as well as other support services alike. And again, all this information and all of the related phone numbers and links are going to be down below. I want you guys to see this video as an overview to get you an awareness of the various programs available to you and are owed to you as a fellow veteran looking to move to Spokane. Look, I just want to highlight some quick points here. Number one, do not get discouraged. There are many organizations and individuals who are willing to help. I myself am one, and if you need anything as a fellow veteran, be sure to reach out to any of my information below. I'd be more than happy to assist you in guiding you to the proper areas and where to look for information to make sure we're maximizing the available benefits to you. Number two, I want you guys to really get involved with the various veteran organizations in our area. Not only is it a great community of individuals, but is an absolute wealth of information from people who have been there, gone through it, and are more than willing to help. For those of you moving here for the first time, it's involvement in these communities that are going to be some of your first friends, which is going to help build your social life, which will directly contribute to your overall satisfaction and love for the city itself. And on a personal note, I want to thank you all for your service. My time in the Marines had a lasting impact on my life, with some of the craziest and best moments, as well as some of the absolute worst things I've ever seen, all compacted into a short 4 years that made me the man I am today that I'll absolutely never forget. It's one of those things where you just had to been there to truly understand. So again, thank you. I appreciate you. And I'm looking to meet you when you relocate here to our beautiful city, which, speaking of, if you're looking to make a move here to Spokane, be sure to reach out to us of any of the information that we have below. And like I said, we get texts, emails, messages, and calls every single day from people just like you who are looking to relocate over here to Spokane and really truly begin their second life. Go ahead and schedule that Zoom meeting via the link below, and we'll hop on a one-on-one video call going over your specific situation and how we here at Living in Spokane can help. We're literally relocation experts, and as a fellow veteran, I want to hear from you. If you want to find out more about life, what it's like here in the great PNW and the greater Spokane region, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell, so that you can be notified when a video drops. We produce content every single week about life here in Spokane. And until next time, see you later.